Hello. Hi, how we doing today, everybody? We having a good time today? Hello. All right. We're doing pork chops. Pork chops are on sale today. So there's a pack of 5 pork chops for $8. It's a good deal. I'm happy with that deal. Three stream streak from Wade, slowly building the tower in Minecraft. Hell yeah, Wade. I hope it comes together well. Let me know if you want more magical shit happening in that tower, because I'll be happy to design some weird, wonderful redstone shit for it. Oh, cool! Thank you for the the second month resub, Justin. Appreciate that. Any weird stories from the army? I mean, I've got a few, but today we're doing we're cooking dinner. Yeah, I have some thoughts I'll talk to you about. Hell yeah. Maybe tonight after dinner, I can hop on and help you figure some of those out. I saw the other day somebody did a thing, like a Minecraft thing, where they drank a potion, and then drinking the potion was what opened the door. And I was like, I know how to do that, and that's kind of fun. So maybe we do that. Anyway, how are you feeling today, Ben? I am feeling better today than I have in about a week. That is not saying much, but I am feeling better today. Good enough to cook dinner. Have I made it to the post office? No. Today we are doing pan-fried pork chops. This was one of the meals that I had a lot as a kid. Usually, you'd use bone-in pork chops because the bone-in pork chops tend to have more flavor to them. They tend to hold moisture a bit better. But the bone-in pork chops were not on sale. I couldn't get 5 bone-in pork chops for $8. So we're using boneless pork chops, and it's gonna be the same. We're doing the same thing. So it's the same thing. If you got bone-in pork chops on sale at your local grocery store, use those. But if you don't, and the boneless ones are on sale, use the boneless ones. You're gonna be fine. Also, happy Pride Month. Yeah, happy Pride Month to all who celebrate. I have another package because I sent something last week. Nice. I assume Skulk sensor with a comparator. Yes, Nordic. I think it's a calibrated Skulk sensor, actually. But yeah. My area of California has been on fire enough to make my eyes burn just from leaving the apartment. Are you in SoCal, Okoya? Because I definitely smelled some smoke in my area recently. Not right now, though. Swish, I promise you it's worth it, but I understand the CFS plus your sleep schedule is usually not during daytime / open hours. Yeah, occasionally, the post office where I have my P.O. box keeps their door, like, they have 2 doors, so they keep their, like, outer P.O. box door unlocked sometimes, but sometimes they don't, and I always hate showing up and they've locked it, and then I just can't get my P.O. box. But yeah, my redstone brain has yet to catch up to the Skulk era. Same. I'm still learning and working on things, but it's fun and I enjoy it when I'm not just staring blankly at nothing and going, how many of these do I need? But if I do that, will that work? Is this gonna? Why is this not working? It's great. I love it. It's a wonderful time. Anyway, let's get ready to cook dinner. Also, I'm realizing while I'm talking. It's time to trim the mustache. Like, especially when it's contrasted over my teeth, you can see it's definitely just a bit too long, and I hate it. I'm Lower Central. I know where the dry field was that burned. It's maybe 3 miles from me. Oh, damn. Also, thank you for the 65 stream streak, Red Sky. All right. Start as you always do. Washing your hands. Wash the hands in the zinc. Turn the page, you wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands. You turn the page. This one's all up here. All right, so you're gonna get your pack of pork chops. Bingo, bango, pack of pork chops. We're gonna get a bowl. Just a shallow mixing bowl type thing. Oh, that'll work. All right. We're going to we're gonna change the scene in OBS, and let's hope this works. I haven't had a pork chop in 20 years. It worked. This is the GoPro. I found a longer cord for it. Okay. We gotta make the batter. We're not doing a full... Like, we're not doing the flour, egg wash, breadcrumb type stuff. We're just doing, just putting it in the flour, and that's gonna be enough. Let's get flour, let's get cornstarch. And then we're gonna season this as well, so let's start with like a base of flour. Wait, no tech issues? Not yet. I'm not measuring the flour because there's no proper measurement for it. You just need enough to coat your pork chops. And then we add some cornstarch. Cornstarch helps make it crisp and fry a bit better. And then we're going to season this. You can season this however you like to season your pork chops. If you're a big mama bear, you just throw some Tony Chachers in there. Mix that up. And you're good. If you don't like Tony Chachers or you don't know what Tony Chachers is, I'm sorry. I'm gonna season this using the seasonings that I have and not just a seasoning blend. There's nothing wrong with a seasoning blend, by the way. I just don't want to use one right now. So we're gonna throw some Peppa Pig in there. You guys seen that clip of Peppa Pig where she learns about whistling but can't whistle? And so she calls up her friend Susie, and she's like, Susie, do you know how to whistle? And then Susie the sheep is like, what's whistling? And then Peppa Pig is like, it's where you put your lips together and blow. And then Susie goes, like this? And then Peppa Pig does not respond and just sits there on the phone and goes, and hangs up silently, deadpan. It's a great clip. Is Tony Chachere's similar to Slap Ya Mama? In a way, Slap Ya Mama is definitely like a hotter spice blend. And Tony Chachere's is more of is like a Cajun spice blend. And they do both have the heat. So I'd say they're similar, but I don't know exactly what's in. Let's see, similar, but Slap Ya Mama has more white pepper and chili. There you go. We are going to add garlic powder. I am out of garlic powder. That's not true. I have more garlic powder, but please tell me you were babysitting a child or high when you were watching Peppa Pig. No. I just saw that clip. Because it's a very funny clip. Also, I just realized I had the Twitch chat selected and not the multi-chat. Sorry, YouTube. I can see your comments now. Florida's the best state because hurricane season suck at California because we have hurricane parties and we can breathe during it. Oh. How out soldier. The air quality in California being so bad that it's bad to breathe was like a thing in the 80s that got mostly fixed in the 90s. So you can breathe outside. I live in Los Angeles. I just walked outside. It's beautiful. The air quality index is solid too. Chefry on YouTube says Slap Ya Mama and is kinda like Tony Chachere's but with more spice. Turns out I'm way under garlic powdering my food. Yes you are, Magsy V. If you add garlic powder and then you taste your food and you can't taste the garlic powder, you need to add more garlic powder. Couldn't tell. YouTube is the unloved ginger stepchild anyway. I try not to treat it like that. Good night, Ben. I just took melatonin right before you started streaming. Have a good sleep, Tim. Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I gotta some of the smaller words. White pepper's the hotter one, I think. I believe you are correct, Aowen. Also, welcome in, Aowen. The answer is always more garlic. And he's a chef. Okay. Ooh. Am I out of onion powder too? Hold on. Every time I go to the store, they're out of onion powder, which, you know, fair, but fix it. I have onion powder. It's just in a different container. It's in my Laurie's container. Onion powder. All right, what else do we want to put? We don't need to put a whole lot, but I did refill my paprika, so we might as well use it. I think they also have earthquake parties in California, but I guess you can't really predict those so much. Yeah, there's not really so much earthquake parties as there are just parties. Remember, paprika doesn't have the strongest flavor, but it does do a lot for color. And you also eat with your eyes. Need some quiet Cajun instrumental background music? Just some chill Zydeco happening in the background. Also, I have to turn my audio back to normal thing. We'll add a little bit of cayenne. Give the chops just a bit of a kick. For show, for show. You know, used to the chat feature. I probably am supposed to introduce myself if I'm new. Not sure how the etiquette involved. Oh, don't worry about it, Erwin. You can kind of treat it like a live show. Like if you were in the audience and I was cooking and interacting with you. I think that's all I'm gonna put in this. All right. Curse my job for making me late. You're good. We just kind of just started. I've just watched you while you're gaming, but I don't know that game, so it's been hard to follow. Elden Ring. It's a lot of fun. It's got a really deep story, so even if you don't know about the game itself, learning the story is engaging. All right, we're gonna open these. Open up the pork chops right here. We're gonna pat them dry. Real good, real good. Oh, excuse me, I'll be right back. I gotta grab a plate. And we're back. All right, we're gonna get some paper towels here, and we're gonna pat our pork chops real dry. Flip them so you can get the other side as well. That's why I grabbed the plate, so I didn't just flip them back onto the wet thing inside of the pork chop container. Kind of gravy you doing? I guess technically it's an onion gravy. We're gonna fry these, take them out of the pan, and then use the leftover pork, pork fat and butter and whatever else is in there. Cook up some onion, make a roux, add some beef stock, and simmer that down. Okay. So, I'm doing a trick Them some lean chops. Yeah, but they were on sale. So, $8 for all of this? I'm okay with that deal, if I'm being honest with you. We're gonna take these, coat them. If you coat in complete silence, it helps. Also, if you press your flour mixture down into the pork chop, it'll help it stick a bit better. I'm gonna spread that out in a second. Okay. Once you get all your pork chops coated, this is the thing that I do with when I'm frying chicken. Is depression helps the flavor. Depression helps the texture, Jeff. Not so much the flavor. Well, I guess technically the flavor because you should season your breading. But it definitely, like, depression helps the texture, at least. This is a thing that I do when I'm frying chicken, and I'm gonna do it for the pork chops as well. I don't know if it's gonna have the same effect for the pork chops as it does for the chicken, but what I like to do, coat my pork chops, press the coating in, and then I just leave it. I just don't do, I don't do shit to it for like 30 minutes. I just let it sit in the coating. My neighbor always washes all of his meat. I told him I didn't think it was necessary for anything other than chicken or turkey. I mean, technically, it's also not necessarily necessary for chicken or turkey, but not anymore, at least. But there's a lot of cultural history that goes into that. So your neighbor's not hurting anything by washing their meat. So let them. Like, the reason you see a lot of, like, especially specifically, like, black people saying, hey, wash your chicken, is because chicken was, like, the worst cut of all the meats, and it was given to the slaves, and therefore it wasn't properly taken care of. And so when preparing it to be eaten, the slaves had to wash it real good, and that is just kind of passed down through not very many generations, by the way. Hasn't been that long, and so that's why, like, culturally, black people wash their chicken more. Do you have to do it now if you buy your chicken from the grocery store? Have to? No. Does it hurt if you do? Absolutely not. Just as long as you're not spraying raw chicken all over the place with your sink. But, The most you'll get on your chicken is like some like slime, but not in like a poison type of way. Just kind of like the outside of it might be a little gross, and you're totally valid for wanting to wash that off. You put it into a bowl and you splash some water on it and then rinse the chicken off like that. But put it into a bowl so you're not just splashing raw chicken all over the place. Rinse, don't actually wash your meat, please. Yes, don't put soap on it. That and rollbacks on FDA policies put in place to curb disease and poor husbandry. I kind of get the concern. Yeah, it's fine. If you want to rinse your meat before you use it, you can. I'm ready to die, and I'm kind of lazy. That was a joke. There's a fly in here. Hold on. I don't know where it went. Good night, Big Mama Bear. So I assume you let the reason you let the pork sit is so that the spices of the coat can intermingle with the meat. Am I right or way off? You're not entirely like way off, Austin. It just it helps the breading stick to the meat. That's it. This is definitely more of like a thing that works a lot that I do with my chicken more. When you do the full like flour, egg, breadcrumb, you push all of that into the chicken. You let it sit for like 30 minutes, and it'll help the breading stay attached to the chicken. Stay away from my dinner, fly. I'll kill you. I'll do it. I don't know where he went, but he gets to live for now. I'll try that next time I make chicken parm. Yeah, give it a go. Oh, it's back. I hear him. Oh, I see him. Fuck. Pardon the interruption. Land, bitch. Oh, it landed on top of my fridge and I'm too short to see. Hold on. Hold on. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, he's dead. That sounds like a skill issue. No, apparently not, Grimmy, because I still killed him even though I couldn't see him. But hey, if you let your height affect your skill, that's on you, not me. Okay, back to business. Ben the Slayer. I cast Doom. Okay, we're gonna move these pork chops off to the side. Ah! And we're gonna start working on our side dish. We have some petite gold gourmet potatoes. We're gonna get a bowl to toss the potatoes in. And we're gonna get a pan to bake them in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the oven to 400. I'm downright average. Why are you sad about that? That just means you're above half the population of the whole world. Roughly. Do you know how many people that is? It's a lot of people. Oh no, how dare you be average at something? That's so awful. Truly terrible. A lot of people are below average at a lot of things. Not ideal for fridges. Are you unable to use your fridge? Because my fridge is taller than me, but I can still use it like a fridge. That would be median, not average. Also, culturally average. So for like US, I'm not making the cut for Scandinavians. Okay, who gives a shit? You know what? I'm 5'5". Do you know what that means? I'm comfortable on every airplane. I've never once given a shit about the legroom debate. I'm tall enough to ride at every ride at Disney. Response: fly on top of your fridge. Oh, the dead one? The dead fly that I still killed? I don't see how my height affected my ability to kill a fly on top of a fridge. Killed it. It's dead. let's chop these potatoes. Well, yeah. So what's the problem then? If my life isn't affected in any way, shape, or form, and honestly, the only time I ever think about my height is when other people bring it up, guess what? If you all stopped bringing it up, then I wouldn't, it literally doesn't matter. I am as tall as I am, and that's all that means. Glad we got this stream's comical isn't winning this one out of the way. Yeah. Listen, if you only ever get one thing out of my streams, let it be a constant battle against your own insecurities. My brother told me that I was challenged because I wasn't considered short, and I am not considered tall either. Yeah, you're not considered either of those things because you're considered grimy. Did you miss? Sounds like you missed. No, I got it. First try, killed the fly, couldn't even see him. Grimmy, if your brother says that you are challenged because you're not considered tall or short, you should tell your brother, it must be awful to live a life in which your greatest skill and your greatest asset is simply being either tall or short. In fact, he is so bland as a person and in all other degrees that his height is the thing people consider him for. You do not have that issue, Grimmy. You are considered Grimmy before you are considered tall or short. Why are you listening to your brother? It's polite to listen, but that doesn't mean you have to intake. I'd like to hear about that ass site, Jeff. If you're using the YouTube live chat feed, you know how to find porn on the internet. How do you do the @ thing? You mean the @ symbol that you just typed? Little golden potatoes remind me of when my high school cooking teacher fried them, then put sugar on in addition to salting the fries, and they were magical. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy that sugar makes things taste better. A novel idea. Oh, so not donkeys? If I meant donkeys, I would have said donkeys. Sugar tastes good? Is that why you put it in everything in this country? Yeah. And we're right for it. I'd rather live in a country with an obesity problem than a country where they don't know how to make food taste good. Especially if the sun never how dare Britain conquer the world for spices and then live in a place where the sun never comes out, and they still don't know how to make food taste good. Sugar doesn't always make things taste better, to be honest. Sure, not always, but it does a lot. I was just sharing a nice memory, man. Oh. I forget what you said. Oh. You're right, and I'm sorry I got snippy with you, Okoya. You didn't deserve that. However, I was already in a snippy attitude. Do you rebread them a bit before you put them on the stove? I wasn't planning on it, but you absolutely can. Too many things taste like diabetes here. It's legit nauseating. Diabetes doesn't have a taste. What you're saying is that you have less of a preference for sweeter things. And that's okay to have that, New World Jacobite. You are clearly not the majority. I think a majority of people prefer sweeter and sugary things, which is why it's in a lot of places. Your opinion is your opinion. Do not project that onto anyone else. My old roommate mixed up flour and sugar once, so instead of covering his venison in flour and... I imagine powdered sugar, right? They didn't mix up regular flour and granulated sugar. It's crazy. Isn't that part of a Kermit song? It ain't easy being green because you blend in with ordinary things. All right, all these potatoes is chopped, halved. I have a second bag. Do we want to add a second bag? We'll see. All right, so what you're gonna do, oil drizzle. Salt. Pepper. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Paprika. We're gonna toss. You can never have too many potatoes. You can. But that's more of a space thing. And the other thing is because I can't reach anything up there. Buy a stool. Buy a stool or a step ladder. You are not the first short person to ever exist, Eowyn. They have tools. And you are allowed to use them. I have a small step ladder right on the other side of my fridge. And so I open the step ladder and I use it to step up. You're gonna be fine. You could also use a chair. The only thing you can't do is accept defeat. The only wrong answer is no answer at all. Okay, we're gonna flip these flat side down. Try not to let them touch each other on the tray. And if we have a bunch of room left over, we can cut up that other bag. Let's see what we got. Seems like we're gonna have a lot of room left over, so we're cutting up that other bag. All right, half the tray. Let's cut up the other bag. I mean that. How do you signal somebody else on here if you're going to reply to them like at so-and-so? Literally like you just did, AON. But instead of so-and-so, type their name. A second. Sir, a second bag of petite gold gourmet potatoes has hit the tower. If it's not popping up, it means they're not here. It's either they're not there or they have their privacy settings so that they can't be added. Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Okay. Drizzle of oil. Salt. Pepper. garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, toss. Flat side down. Got it. Okay, we're gonna stick this in the oven at 400 for about 30 minutes. Timer 30, start, hooray. Okay. Gonna come back to the chops. Actually, before we get to the chops, we're going to dice our onion. Because as soon as the pork chops are done cooking, we're going to throw in the onion to cook up the onion so that we can, you know, make the onion gravy. Also, I didn't see that or hear that, but thank you for the follow, Stupid and Loud. Bye, Ben. Bye, Grimmy. Chop the onion in half. Chop off the top.
Hello, chat. Oh no, onions.
I detect an accent. I was born in New York, but I was raised in California.
Oh. Wow, my eyes are really bad today because I read I died in an accident.
Oh, shit. Which type of accident? Machine?
The dying type, I suppose.
Oh, the worst kind.
Yeah.
Or the best kind.
But that would mean that you have a ghost in chat, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Our friends. Ben does voices. Gotta work out.
Gotta keep the demons away.
Yeah.
The demons are scared of strong people. And that's why working out keeps them away.
Yes, sir.
What's the workout today?
Throwing hands.
Throwing hands?
Yeah.
Who are you boxing?
An Irish fellow.
Just an Irish guy.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if it paired you up with an actual guy that's also doing it.
They actually, you can do that.
Oh, you can virtually box people?
Yeah, until the fight 2, you can play online with other people in VR.
What would you do if I just went out there with my gloves on while you were virtually boxing?
What would I do?
Yeah, would you continue your boxing and then just be like, damn, this virtual reality feels a lot like reality?
I can still see.
Okay, but like it for the purposes of the joke,
Okay.
hypothetically, if you couldn't, if it was like full virtual reality, not like augmented,
I'd probably run away.
you'd run away.
I run away.
Run fast, Fire.
Because I wouldn't want you to hit me in the face and break my headset.
Oh, that's fair. What if I only body shots?
I would accept it.
Yeah?
It sounds like good conditioning.
Yeah, okay.
And we could all use some good body shots. Now that I think about it, though, I am tired.
Yeah. You probably need rest.
I guess I didn't sleep very well.
Or maybe you just didn't sleep enough for what your body needs right now.
Perhaps. I did have a dream, though, which is very rare. I don't remember what it was about.
Oh. What if
I mean,
it was
do you
the...
even like listening to people's dreams?
Sometimes they're quite odd. And
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the odd. But if you're like, oh, I had a dream last night, and you're like, yeah, I went to lunch with my brother.
But if it was like I was taking over a space station with
Yeah.
the landlord.
I'd be like, okay, tell me more about this. What kind of space station? How did you know it was a space station? Was it one of those things where like you just knew because it was a dream and the dream's like, yeah, you know? Or was it like you looked out the window and you saw space? And was your landlord helpful in the situation?
Did he make you try to pay rent to be in the space station?
Did he try to charge the aliens rent? Was it an alien spacecraft? Was it his space? Was the big plot twist that at the end, your landlord took off his mask, he was the alien, this was his spaceship, you owe him rent?
Whoa. Dude, imagine how much rent would be on a spaceship.
I can't.
Probably be a lot.
Or maybe a little bit.
Probably be a lot.
Because there's no, like, market, you know, so you can set the price whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, but to even build a spaceship.
Oh, I thought we were finding spaceships.
Oh.
I'm not gonna build a spaceship. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, if you're paying rent, it was built one way or another, and you're subsidizing or paying that off, right?
Well, if it's already built, then it's already built.
Well, that's my landlord.
What's he need the money now for? He already spent it.
Yeah. That sounds like a him problem.
Yeah. New World Jacobite says, how would aliens even pay rent?
Probably with some kind of alien money.
Alien money. That's what I was thinking. Everybody knows. Aliens got money. They use American dollars.
Yeah. We got cash, squirrels got nuts.
Squirrels got nuts. Squirrels got nuts.
Crows and ravens got shiny things.
Crows, ravens, shiny things. Your mother's got your father. I don't know. I don't know. My dad doesn't know how to juggle.
Alright, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There was like a weird spot on the onion, so I just got rid of it. There's less onion now, but it's fine. Are you making more potato? No, this is onion. We did make more potato. We filled up the whole baking sheet. I want to hear, chat, give me your best, like, weird, out there, unhinged, like, icebreaker questions. If you came home one day, you opened the door to your bedroom, and in your bedroom, on your bed, was a perfect clone of yourself. But it thought it was the real one. What kind of potatoes are those? Again, they were like the petite golden potatoes. I just watched that Black Mirror episode. Oh, I didn't know that was a Black Mirror episode. This isn't that weird, but I like to ask what someone's second favorite fruit. That's a fun one. I would ask, how technical are we getting? If you had to get rid of a fresh dead body, how would you do it? I need more context of the situation, Okoye. Where am I? How did they die? What state is the dead body in? Both physically and also geographically. How much time do I have? Have the authorities already been alerted? Who was this person to me? I like playing soup, salad, or sandwich. If you had to spend the next year eating only one thing, what would it be? Food. John Oliver asked about having sex with someone with your voice. No. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. All right. On to the pan frying of the pork chops. If you had to be a cyborg, how much percentage robot are you willing to be? I would ask you, what percentage robot becomes android? Is it android only at 100% robot? My answer to that question is always salad, garden salad, potato salad, fruit salad, etc. Yeah, but none of those things are good. Instead of a clone, you open the door to a dead body in your house. It looks mighty suspicious and like you killed them. The cops don't know yet, and you have time. Ship of Theseus ass question. If every part of an ass was replaced with a different identical piece of ass, would that ass still be the original ass? Okay. We're gonna turn this up to medium high. We're gonna do a drizzle of oil in the pan, but if y'all don't know where I'm from yet, let me introduce to you my culture. I can't live like this. The written medium is awful. No, it isn't. You're comical. I'm letting you know right now. This is how I am. Whether you had written it or spoken it to me, if I had heard the words "Ship of Theseus ass question," I would have said in response, the ship of Theseus ass. If all parts of the original ass were replaced with separate but identical pieces of ass, would that ass still be the original ass, or would that be a new ass? It has nothing to do with the written medium. It has nothing to do with the spoken medium. It has everything to do with me having fun. And you can either play along or just get annoyed every time and then the bit ends immediately because you don't add to it. Oh, okay, you're just like that. Good to know. Yeah. It's fun. It's called a bit. And then you get to add to the bit, and then when you do that, you get to join in on the bit, and then we get to do a bit together. I use butter and oil. Butter for the flavor and oil for the, I don't know, cookability. I use oil to keep the butter from burning. Ben is a professional smartass. He didn't know you were getting this. Better than being a professional dumbass. Actually, no, it's not. I'd much rather be a professional dumbass. What the fuck is happening? The ass of Theseus? Yeah. The ass of Theseus. I really can't top Ship of Theseus ass, though. Sure you can. Sure you can. All you need in order to top is an ass. You can absolutely top Ship of Theseus ass. It's June. You can do whatever you want. I love language. I believe you can top with any kind of whole ass not required. There you go. See, in my mind, what's the point of learning language if not to intentionally misunderstand it? George W. Bush has a couple great quotes. Just a couple. But one of them is something along the lines of like, never trust a man who can't think of more than 2 ways to mispronunciate a word. How many smacks is allowed on the asses? I imagine until they say no. Okay, we are going to recoat the pork chops before we put them in. So same thing, we just kind of coat, press down, flip, coat, press down. Pork chop. Don't spit at me, Pan. I made you. We're gonna go 3 and 2. Alright, because you don't want to overcrowd the pan. But just as importantly, you don't want to undercrowd the pan. If you put too few things in the pan at one time, the heat will all just go to one point. And that's not what you want. You want medium-high heat spread out to at least 2 different things in the pan at one time. Or else you're just going to burn the one pork chop that you have. We're gonna let this cook. We want it to be nice and golden brown on one side. Also, thank you for the Prime sub. Toab is unavailable. I don't know why I'm not hearing my things right now. It's probably just because I have a lot of noise happening in the kitchen, but have my Bezos bucks. Yes! I'm gonna rob that man blind. I'm not gonna rob that man blind. For legal reasons, I'm not. That was a joke. I'm not gonna rob Jeff Bezos. But like, if he wants to give me money, if Jeff Bezos wants to pay my rent, that's him right there, officer. Get him. Alright, these are pretty thin, so we can probably flip them already. The middle of the pan is the hottest part of the pan. That's why you can see there's a different coloration on one side than the other side. Usually you don't want that, but as of right now, my stove has a weird fucking burner issue. If I used the full burner, it would go all heat. And we don't want that. What is a dish you would serve to someone you care about and someone you hate? The same dish, Jeffrey? I'm trying to confirm if the question is, what's one dish that you could serve to someone you care about and also to someone you hate? Or if the question is, what's one dish you could serve to someone you care about and a second dish? So, and or. I think it might need an example, Jeffrey. Lava cake at different temperatures is what now it's said. Ooh, how about like lasagna? But like you forget to fully cover all of the noodles with sauce before you put it in the oven. And so like you give the person you hate just like burnt, dry, crispy lasagna noodles that are like rubbery. But the person you love, they're soaked through and like beautiful. Spite spaghetti. I made this spaghetti with hate. these are just about done. We have our little wire rack on top of a dish here. So that's going to be where the pork chops rest. Take one out. Put one in. Take one out. Put one in. Look at that. The coloration, the texture. That's a beautiful pan-fried pork chop right there. I'm really happy with how those came out. The potatoes are about to be up. Heat management is on point. It is a struggle, Toab. So the front right burner on my stove has 3 different filaments. You can do a small pot, a medium pot, or a large pot. But if you do the large one, it's connected to the fast boil setting. So if you turn it on, the large one, to any heat above like medium low, it just goes full power. Those are the only options you have if you're using the right front one, is either medium low or full power. Potatoes. But we're gonna take a fork. We're gonna stick a fork in them and see if they're done. Fork. They're fork tender, but they're almost there. They're almost crispy enough. So we're gonna pop these back in the oven, but the reason I stopped at 30 minutes and not the full 40 minutes is because the last 10 minutes we're gonna add our herbs. We're gonna add some herbs. We're gonna also add some Parmesan cheese on top. So we're gonna add some thyme and rosemary, or rosemary and thyme. Because you don't wanna burn the herbs. You don't wanna burn the cheese. We're also going to flip these pork chops before we do anything else. And this is exactly why I said you're not going to want to do all of the pork chops at one time. Because if you have too few things in the pan, they get really hot really fast. I thought 2 pork chops was going to be enough. Nope. Heat management, not on point anymore. Not burnt, but boy was it close. Couple charred spots, that's for sure. Can I have a bite? Of course you can, Sarah. All right, potatoes are back in the oven. Put another 5 minutes on there. Char adds flavor. That's crunch. It's still not bad. It's a little darker than intended. But still ain't bad. This burner should not be this hot. Why is this burner this hot? Okay, so the intention was to use the leftover butter and just pork drippings that we in that pan to make our onion gravy. But the heat got out of my control there for a little bit, for a moment at the end there. And I don't want to make a roux with a base of just burnt, like burnt butter roux doesn't taste good. The butter burned, the pork chops didn't, but still that's enough for me to be like, let's just get a fresh pan and make it from, we still have the onion, we can cook the onion, it'll be an onion gravy. I would love to have had the pork scraped off the bottom there. And I'll be honest, if I was only cooking for myself, I probably would still do it. can stock in some cornstarch, salvage it. You can still make a roux with what's in that pan, comical. But if your choices are using burnt butter as the base of your roux, or making a fresh one, I'm gonna make a fresh one. Gotta get that stove looked at. You ain't gotta tell me. You ain't gotta tell me twice. Just call it brown butter. Did you save your bacon grease from last time? Of course I did. The more important question, Chefry, is did I already use the bacon grease from last time? Of course I used the bacon grease from last time. Do you think this is the only time I cook? When I'm on stream? Oh, give me a pan, please. Love a pan with the, this'll work. It's the bottom of my cast iron Dutch oven, which means it's deep enough for sauces and stuff. But the bottom of the pan is not so wide that it needs all 3 burners active. So let's pop this back up. Back up to medium high. That's what we're looking for. Look at the coloration on those perfectly golden brown crispy bits on top. Abso-fruitly. The cheese has just melted. The thyme and the rosemary still smell very thyme and rosemary-y. It's not burnt. Here's my fork. Fork tender. Look at that color. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hot. Just use the other burners. The problem, Red Sky, is that the front right burner is often the only one large enough to actually, like, use my big pans on. Hot. 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 They're hot. Hot. Yeah. Yeah. Them's good potatoes. Them's good potatoes. Now, don't go into this recipe now thinking you're gonna get crispy taters. Ow. What the hell? What the hell? Tell you this, it weren't supposed to do that. That's like if there was water in it. What happened? It was, listen, it was exploding basically. Might be the lingering heat from the last use. Yeah, but the lingering heat doing what? It's gotta hit something to blow up like that. You get it all out of your system? Food is weird this week. I had bell pepper deflate in the fridge. I didn't even know it could do that. I didn't know bell peppers could deflate. If I die, I die. Onions, protect me! Okay. Huh. We're gonna saute the onions until they're translucent. Hey, GoPro. Did you survive, buddy? Honestly, it's probably for the best I had the GoPro down there and not the Black Magic camera. I will survive. I will survive. Can I? Ooh, let me get something to prop this on. Use our sugar, maybe. No. That'll work. It's on the flour, which we're gonna need in a moment, but we don't need it right now. What we do need right now, though, is another potato. Ha. 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 It's a good potato. Have a yummy supper, Ben. Potatoes are the best. Thank you, Gina K6775. I've enjoyed this Chef Ben sesh, but alas, I have insomnia and a looming court date. Thanks for hanging out, New World Jacobite. Good luck in court tomorrow for whatever it is you're going for. Get some rest. We will see you next time. Speaking of see you next time, I'll be right back. Hey, onion gravy is still really good. Yeah, it is. Ben, have you ever made gnocchi?
No.
I know how to make gnocchi, and I know that I could make gnocchi. I've just never done it. But it's on my like short list of like meals I'd like to make with someone, you know? Not me, looking at cheesy potatoes. Look at the cheesy potatoes. Ow. Key lime? What's a better summer dessert? Pecan pie or key lime pie? Ice cream. Cone.
Pie with ice cream.
Ice cream pie. Pice cream. Pice cream?
Ice cream?
Pice cream.
Ice cream.
I scream, you scream, we all scream. Pie scream.
Key lime pie is from Key West, right? That's what it's Key lime?
Yep.
Yeah, I had a key lime pie for the first time at Key West last year. It was good.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this whole production.
Fried, roasted, simmered,
Yeah.
sauteed,
Wow.
and if
Missing.
I ate two.
Oh, two of them missing.
Yeah.
Solve mystery.
If I really wanted to go the distance, I would caramelize these onions first.
Have you ever made gnocchi?
I have not,
It's
but I know
interesting.
how.
Gnocchi's like, I feel like it's just bits of dough.
Yeah. It's all breads.
But I mean, I wouldn't call like a slice of bread a bit of dough. And I mean dough as in like uncooked. Like,
They're dumplings.
I don't like that.
Gnocchi is a dumpling.
I don't like that. Chat, is gnocchi a dumpling?
Yeah. It's a ball of dough inside of it's a drop dumpling.
No. Where's CIA agent?
CIA inspector.
Yeah, CIA
They
inspector.
were in here earlier. I don't know if they're still around. Nothing inside of a
Thank
gnocchi?
you, Austin James.
Does it have to have something? Wait, does gnocchi not have?
No, it doesn't.
What if you put something in it? An Asian dumpling is different than a European dumpling. It's dough with something in it.
I agree with those people.
Well,
I
that's
think
not
those people
dough with something in it is not the only thing that makes it a dumpling, but that is definitely two pieces of the dumpling pie. It's on the same level as ravioli and Pop Tarts.
What's the recipe?
I heard my name being called. Ask your question.
Oh, is gnocchi a dumpling?
I thought gnocchi had cheese, sauce.
If it did, that would be great. I would
Cheese
much more
stuffed
readily accept gnocchi if it was filled with
It
cheese.
doesn't have to have cheese. Ravioli is more similar to dumplings. Gnocchi generally doesn't have filling.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like it's not a dumpling.
But not all dumplings need to have a stuffing. The important thing about gnocchi is that it's made out of potato.
I forgot about that. But it's so doughy. Maybe
Well,
I just
yeah.
haven't had good gnocchi.
You maybe not. Well, yeah, maybe. But it's like a steamed, but it's not steamed. It's a dropped dumpling, if anything, because when you think about like chicken and dumplings, it's just biscuit dough that was dropped in the soup and absorbed the sauce and cooked that way. So like when it comes to like the American South referring to it as a dumpling, it's a dumpling because historically that's what they called it since its invention. But if you wanted to get technical with it, I mean, I don't know what else to call it. It's just like a biscuit that was cooked in soup.
Soup biscuit.
Soup biscuit. Gnocchi is not a dumpling since it doesn't have filling.
That's what I'm talking about.
All dumplings have filling?
That person is smart.
It's basically a potato plus flour. A fillingless dumpling, never heard of it. Historically, it's just cheese, modern is potato.
So, regardless of what the correct definition of a dumpling is...
Gnocchi is closer to pasta. Well, it is pasta.
I feel like maybe a majority of chat is on my side, where it doesn't feel like it's a dumpling, it doesn't have something inside.
Somebody did say there was a difference between Asian and European dumplings.
Yeah, and I think that's true. That's what the truth is. Like, they are both dumplings. But chat is on my side.
They're just little itty-bitty dumples.
I'd accept dumples.
Gnocchi or dumples?
Yeah.
Gnocchi is dumple.
Good stuff.
Hello, my name is Dumple.
Dumple. My name is Lane.
My father's Nyo. My mother is Key.
My father's Nya. My mother's Oki.
I am potato. Next stream title needs to be Gnocchi is Dumples. Chat, is gnocchi dumples? It's the dumpliest. It's the dumplest. Sir Dumplest, at your service. ADHD is taking over as the onions cook. Yeah, caramelizing onions is prime ADHD territory. Gnocchi is not a dumple unless there's some kind of filling. Well, that's a dumpling. We're talking dumples. Everybody knows about dumples.
Whoa, that's what we should call back dimples. Dumples.
I thought those were bumbles.
Bumbles?
Bimples?
Bimples?
Back dimples? Bimples?
I like dumples because, like, it's near the dump truck area, you know?
Oh. Dump truck dimples.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess biffles would be more accurate.
Yeah.
But it sounds so much like biffles to me.
Is not breaded cheese a dumpling? What's the cheese? What kind of cheese? If it's mozzarella, then no, it's a mozzarella stick. But if it's any other, if it's any other cheese, yeah, it's a dumpling. A quesito. Yeah, where geographically in the world are you making it? If you're making it in Latin America, it's a quesito. Or quesita? So cheese curds are dumplings. Fried. Well, cheese curds aren't breaded.
They're not dough.
Yeah, that's just it's a thing of cheese curds are just cheese that's been curded. No way. No way. All curd, no way.
All curd, no way makes Jack a doughboy.
Okay, so we'll get you right back there, the GoPro, but we need to borrow the flour. There's 4 tablespoons of butter, so let's throw in 4 tablespoons of flour. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Perfecto. Oh no, my measuring cup. It wasn't ready. Hurry, Ben, hurry, Ben, hurry, Ben. Don't burn the roux. Two cups. Four cups. Ish. It's about 3 cups. Where the fuck are my measuring spoons at? Where the fuck is my... Fuck it, alright, we got half a teaspoon. Or 1.5. That's a full. 4.5. 2 teaspoons beef bouillon. GoPro, you can come back now. There we go. What are the chances of burning the roux a second time? Nah. Not zero. Would you have used the bouillon if you had the pork trimmings from the OG butter? Yes. I still would have used the bouillon because the only reason I'm using bouillon is because I don't carry just beef stock all the time. So I use beef bouillon because I can make a lot more beef stock with beef bouillon for a lot longer. It stays fresh. Beef stock goes bad quicker, so I still would have had the pork trimmings to add more flavor, but I still would have had to use beef broth or beef stock as like the base liquid in this. So that's why you saw me add 3 cups of water, and then this beef bouillon that I have is for every 1.5 cups of water, you add 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon. We want a more concentrated flavor, so I'm gonna add a little bit more beef bouillon to this. Nothing crazy, it's already a concentrated flavor of beef stock, but I have like beef bouillon powder. It more likely comes in like beef bouillon cubes. So I have chicken bouillon powder and beef bouillon powder in my cabinet at all times. Just infinite amount of chicken and beef broth whenever I need it. One of my favorite things to do with it, when you're cooking rice in the rice cooker, you add some chicken bouillon powder in the rice cooker when you add the water, and you stir that up. So you're cooking the rice in chicken broth. I should buy some stock and do that. Oh yeah. Never seen the powder, just the cubes. I had never seen the powder before I moved out to SoCal. I'm dipping, enjoy the meal. It already looks delicious in parts. Thanks for hanging out, Comical. You have a great night. Oh yeah. We're gonna add a little bit of both of these. Fuck it, why not, you know? If you're the kind of household that has red wine, you could have added red wine to that as well, and then boiled out the alcohol. So the thing with these, they're both acidic, so you're using an acid to really deepen the flavor profile. Looks like Meyer does also have the bouillon powder. There you go. These are also darker sauces or darker liquids, so you're gonna change the coloration of the gravy. And remember, there are two ways to make the gravy thicker. One, you make a cornstarch slurry. So get some water, add some cornstarch, separate bowl, mix that together, drop that in there, mix it, it'll thicken it up. The other way is to just let it simmer. It'll boil out the liquid, making the gravy thicker and thicker. That is my preferred method because all you're gonna leave is flavor. You are concentrating the flavor of the onions and the beef stock and the other stuff that we added. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just gonna let this simmer until it's a thickness that I like. We're also gonna add in some thyme, and I'm basically out of rosemary. But if you got fresh herbs, you can stick a sprig in there. I don't. I'm not a professional kitchen. Why does it need to be a slurry? You couldn't just add the starch by itself. No. Do not add cornstarch directly into your sauce. It will just clump up, and it won't work good. You're just gonna get like clumps of like cornstarch swirling around. I prefer a butter roux to a slurry. Yeah, I mean, we did do a butter roux, Wade. I just meant like at this point, if you want it thicker, you would do either a slurry or you would simmer it down and reduce it. I prefer reducing it. Gotcha. I'm a pretty basic cook, so not smart with all the foods. That's okay, Austin. I mean, I've never been to school for it. I was just raised real poor. The best and the worst part about cooking is that in order to learn what works and what doesn't, you simply just have to try it. Though it's bad because in order to learn how much of a seasoning you want, you kind of have to add too much of that seasoning before you're like, oh, okay, I found my limit. And therefore, when you do that, you've kind of ruined the thing that you're currently eating right now. The best part is, what that means is, if it tastes good, you did it right. It doesn't matter what any recipe says. It doesn't matter what any chef says. Nothing. If it, at the end of the day, it tastes good, you did it right. Learn 30% from my professional chef stepdad, 5% from cooking shows, and 65% from YouTube. You can already tell this is getting thicker. Get a little taste of it. Okay. So ooh, that's still hot. The oven is still warm. This gravy's almost done, but we're gonna stick the potatoes back in the oven. The oven's been off. It still just has some of the heat. So we're gonna stick our potatoes and our pork chops in there just to warm them back up a little bit. Let's give this gravy a taste. It's gravy, baby. We're gonna add a little bit more seasoning to it. Some garlic powder. We don't need onion powder because it's made out of onion, but some garlic powder. Some pepper. Not a lot of salt because there is salt in a lot of the stuff that we added, but a little bit of salt. Just to give it that extra little kick in the flavor. Oh, what was I had something in my head of what I was gonna add. Gone forever. Red pepper flakes. I like a little surprise kick. I like to make a thing that makes white people go, oh, it's got a little bit of a kick to it. Just to give them something to talk about while they eat. Alright, that is about the thickness I'm looking for. I'm gonna leave it on the burner, but I've turned the heat off. So it's gonna give that last little bit of dissipating heat to cook a little bit more. The thicker the gravy gets, the more concentrated the gravy flavor is going to be. And we can start throwing away a couple things that need to be thrown away. The other vegetable I was gonna cook with this is just a can of green beans. And I don't think I have to show you guys how to cook a can of green beans. The can of green beans has directions on it. You put the the green beans in a bowl, cover the bowl, microwave the bowl for like 3 minutes. Green beans. You can season them however you want. I like to put a little pat of butter on top and some Lawry's seasoned salt. Don't overdo it. You know, it's just green beans. Got to be good enough that you don't hate eating vegetables, but also it's a can of green beans. It's gonna be fine. Okay, I am going to grab my roommates to see if they want to try a bite live. You guys watch the pot. I'll be right back. You want to take a bite on live? You can do whatever you want.
Oh wow! What about 7 bites online and 7 bites offline?
9.5 bites.
Whoa, half bite. Gonna vomit in between. What up, everybody? Let's see. Who is hungry? Who is hungry? Danny, Daniel, Danny, Ben. What's up, Cal? Good to see you on your second stream today, Cal. Thanks for joining in for mine. There's this weird thing on YouTube where I guess they just gave a bunch of people a bunch of gems to just gift out, because today's stream and Friday's stream people were just gifting nonstop, which is kind of wild. Yeah, and I was like, there's something weird's going on clearly. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, it was, very odd.
If I said I was gravy, would you whisk me away?
Whoa.
I am gravy. Whisk me away. I am gravy.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh. Damn.
No.
Okay.
Why would I whisk away? I like gravy.
What's up, fam? What up, LaStarling? LaStarling.
Anyway, here's the food.
Oh, yes. Right.
Is pan-fried pork chops.
Wow.
These are oven-roasted golden
Taters.
potatoes. And then this is some onion gravy. Wow. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm also going to make a little can of green beans, but I feel like that is not important for this.
Oh,
so.
okay. Well, there you go.
Magnifique.
Can of green beans. I was gonna say, where'd that veg? Ben
I
always
got
knows
a
about the
pocket
veg.
full of gravy.
I got a pocket full of gravy.
Oh.
Oh. Did you get a workout in, Daniel?
Yeah.
Were you punching that Irish guy, or were you?
Yeah, I was punching that Irish guy.
Daniel likes to punch Irish people.
Yeah.
That's what that
Only
means.
virtually.
Mm-hmm. Only
Because they're
virtual.
not here.
Oh, they've never existed. I don't know why I'm going. Well, yeah, I'm going for silverware. Yeah, Daniel has a VR boxing workout game, which is cool. I like fighting the Russian guy, but Daniel likes fighting the Irish guy.
Use a spatula. You could, yeah, sure.
He's got little mini tongs on his hands.
Yeah,
though.
use the old
Chopstick.
Toy Story Martian claw.
Oh, claw. Oh, but if the Martians saw that somebody got gonorrhea, they'd go, the clap. Yeah.
We must get it. We must get it. We must get
Yeah,
it.
we must get it. Somebody have sex with them. Somebody have sex with them. We must get it. We must get it. We must get it. Welcome to Mars. We all have the clap. Sorry, this is, what? Yeah. You saved our lives. We are eternally grateful. Oh, sorry.
Yay.
Yay. Oh.
Oh!
Whoa.
Tenedores.
Tenedor.
Tenedores, which means havers.
Oh.
Which is kind of funny.
What about
That's what-
shakers?
Ooh.
What about doers?
Agadores?
Aceradores?
Yeah, or
Carne asada.
Agadores. Asadores. Agadores.
Asadores?
Not asadores.
Asadora. Asadoro.
Because asador would probably be griller. Because asada.
But if you put it with an
H-A-C.
H-A-C-E-D.
Maybe. I don't know
Asador.
what doers are in Spanish. It's a very odd word to, but
We got havers, you got doers.
sure.
Right?
You can't be both. Because it's like, I just think that's a fun name for
Take a sip,
forks.
Flip.
Or just havers. Havers. Did you want to swap camera angles?
Oh, yeah.
Or make
Let
it
me
so
hit.
that, it's big.
Give it to me, baby.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I keep running into you. Into you. Clip it. Clip it. We almost kissed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good taters.
This is a southern delicacy.
Some pan-fried pork chops.
Yeah.
And
Gravy.
onion gravy.
Maybe I just associate gravy with the South.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah. Does anybody else associate gravy with the South?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mmm. Oh, wow.
There's some complexity there.
Mmm.
I put soy sauce
Like-
in gravy.
Ah,
Mm.
that's where the zing is coming from.
Mmm.
Yeah, it's soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce I put in.
Worcestershire.
Wash your sister sauce.
Oh. Well,
You
I don't
call it
know. Maybe if you're, I don't know, younger or, I don't know.
What?
What?
Wash your sister sauce? I'm thinking of like culturally or like appropriate times in which you'd wash your sister.
Oh,
No?
if she's not well.
Right. Or if like you're like 14 and she's like a 1-year-old and you're helping your parents take care of your little
Yeah,
kid. your
but as soon as you're
siblings.
15,
It's weird.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You dropped her in the mud.
Wash your sister,
You
yeah.
gotta wash your sister.
Wash your sister sauce.
Let's see. I associate sweet tea with the South. Yeah, okay.
Gravy can cover a multitude of sins, so yes, very south.
Nice, yeah. That's fair. Just cover your sins in gravy. I feel that. I believe it.
Gravy on the tater is solid.
Mm-hmm.
You see the pork chop got that crisp to it.
Crisp. That crispy. Crisp
Crispy
pie. Crisp pie.
Yeah.
Just gonna fucking.
This is very solid.
I'm happy with this.
I don't know what I'll rate it.
I feel like a lot of mine are just gonna all be the same. I'm going. Okay, let's add a little complexity to the rating. 8.37.
Out of 5?
Well then, 4.185. Well, 4.185.
4.185.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That's a good rating.
I like it at 10. It gives me a little more room to.
So this is definitely not a 3. I'm not sure it's at a 5.
Probably so.
It is really, it's good. It's quick-ish. The gravy really takes the longest part.
I'll say 3.9992.
Not repeating.
Wow.
Not repeating.
Why
It's
not?
also very filling, and I feel like that's because like this was
I can't
for
that.
the pork chops were on sale, so it was 5 pork chops for $8.
Wow.
2 bags of golden petite potatoes was like $4 total.
$4,000 total.
And then the onion gravy was made out of onion. So 1 onion for like $1.
$1.29 usually.
So this whole
Sounds good.
meal and all the leftovers that come with it cost about $13.
Wow. The more you know. Heck yeah. Let's see.
The more you know. Tell your
I bet some garlic green beans would work well with that. Yeah? It's very good and comforting. Worcester. Yeah. Worcester.
Rooster.
Worcester. Probably would have been a 5 if the stove didn't turn on you in that last minute.
Yeah.
I heard
The front
you.
right
yeah.
burner
Too hot.
decided to go really, really hot.
That is as it is wont to do.
Yeah. The first 3 pork chops came out perfectly. The second 2 pork chops were almost burnt, but still good. But then the butter burned, and so I couldn't use that for the roux, or else all the gravy would just have like a burnt taste to it. But that means I couldn't also have the pork drippings in the roux.
Sure. Be baptized in gravy, the Love Mystery says.
Oh, I was.
I baptize you in the name of...
The onion, the mushroom, and the sausage gravy.
Amen. Who to raid? Okay. Oh, I mean, I got my obvious answer.
Is it Trey?
Yeah. It's always gonna be Trey. It's always been you, Trey.
She is playing Lego Batman.
Yeah, and that sounds great. Not a horror game like, well, I don't know if it was Trey who was playing a horror game last time that I recommended Trey,
I
but
can hear him like they're
Might have
next to
been.
me, but they're not.
it was somebody who was playing horror, and I was like, oh,
Oh, we also have Drew Gulliver is playing Minecraft with all of the mods.
Gulliver's Travels.
Like all of them?
Wow.
I don't know, it says all the mods 10 day 4.
That's insane.
It's like now that's
And
what I
you
call
can
music.
like spend bits to make shit happen in her game.
I should probably
That's
put
fun.
this.
That's where all the llamas came from. People kept spawning llamas.
Classic.
Vlasic.
Well, it's up to you, Ben.
Are you back later tonight, Ben? No.
Not tonight.
No, I'm gonna eat dinner. I might be on the Minecraft server later tonight if you're in the Minecraft server. If you're not in the Minecraft server, you can join it by typing !Discord, getting the link, finding the info, and joining the
Oh,
Minecraft server 24/7.
that's the sound of dinner.
I think we're going to raid Drew.
Go for it.
Drew Gulliver. She is playing Minecraft with a bunch of mods. You guys can do stuff in chat to mess with her game. Points and bits and stuff to make stuff pop up and spawn and attack her and all that stuff. Either way, we're going to go eat dinner and talk shit.
Oh.
So everyone hop in this raid. We will be back tomorrow, Tuesday, from 5 to 9 p.m. Pacific time with some D&D. The raid call is gonna be Brain Raid, and then you can throw just any emoji at the end of that if you want.
What's the most inappropriate emoji to throw at the end of Brain Raid? Eggplant at the end of it, yeah.
Drew would like that.
Yeah.
She's into that kind of thing.
Brain Raid, oh, it's just a, I don't know, grandma? I don't know.
It's a picture of her grandma.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, it's the grandma.
Because, like, she'd go, how did you get
How'd
this?
you get that, yeah. I mean, I could think of a few flags that would probably be kind of rough to put at the end of that
Like what?
right now. I don't know, you know.
Which ones?
Certain countries.
Name them. Which
United
flags?
States, actually.
The US of A.
The
Cool.
US of A, yeah.
See, it feels like a cop-out answer,
Yeah.
but,
I feel like there's a flag where I think if
Which
you just
one?
post it anywhere, people will
8,
just assume
7,
your allegiance
6.
on a
Which
certain
one?
matter.
5,
No.
4. Just
No.
name it. 3, 2,
Well,
1.